to Wrestlemania!
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. The greatest professional athlete in the world today. Look at this. He's I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look out the big splash. 1, 2. He got him. He got him. Unbelievable. Memorials won the title. It's Taylor. It's in with the road man. He caught him. Cover. Get in there, DiBiase. He got it. I cannot believe it. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Impossible. He's done the impossible. Nobody's ever broken it. He did it. He did it. He's never broken it. Sharpshooter. What the hell's left to do it, Cole? Oh, my God. Mark Lesnar went for the shooting star press, and Kurt Angle rolled out of the way. Hey, look at this. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Oh, my God. The hostile takeover of Donald Trump on Vince McMahon has happened. The Undertaker is 20-0 at WrestleMania. This is great. This is awesome. John Cena. It is electrifying. It is rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. The Rock has beaten John Cena. It's WrestleMania. If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, oh yeah.
And now, here's your host of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon Derry.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Really? Yeah!
That montage can only mean one thing. It's WrestleMania! Hello and welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry here with you alongside Mike Samsel and Starship Matt Sarshik, pushing the buttons, turning the dials, keeping us on the air here as he does most weeks here at BCB.
Sorry I'm here.
Sorry you're here?
Yeah, sorry I'm here.
You're apologizing?
Yeah, I'm not really
20 seconds in and you're already getting heat? Just like the Heath Slater interview?
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of apologizing more to the fans than anything because you know what,
they're used to me every week, so...
Yeah, the Pro Wrestling Weekly universe just despises me.
No, you're not Richie Bleiweiss. I'm kidding, Richie. I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. No. All right. It is Mania weekend. We've got the predictions certain to go wrong coming up, and I'll have to put them up next week head-to-head against Alex, who was in here last week. And I swear I'll get that up on YouTube in case you missed the last couple of weeks. We've had some technical issues, to say the least, here at BCB that's prevented me from uploading them onto YouTube, and I'm not very technologically savvy, so that makes for a horrible, horrible combination, to say the least. And also, yesterday, Mike, you and I got the chance to go up to WWE Wrestlemania Axxess. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because it's a first for me. I'm pretty sure it is for you as well.
It is, yeah. The whole WrestleMania experience is a first for me. I've never even been to the event.
Okay, I've got you trumped there, as I was at WrestleMania 15 when it was here in Philly 14 years ago.
Ugh.
When I was a mere high schooler, a fresh-faced high schooler, dressed as the People's Champ, The Rock, and needless to say, that didn't work out so well for me that night, as it was all about Stone Cold. But
at least you didn't have to hear that.
Huh?
I said at least you didn't have to hear that. Granted, Philadelphia is more of a stone cold town than an Austin town, but at least JR wasn't screaming at you to rub it in.
I guess. This
The
is
little
true.
things in life.
Yeah, exactly. I was enjoying it from the luxury of the club box that my buddy Mike had gotten for me. It was his birthday around that time, so that was a nice birthday present.
I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And I was one of the privileged few to get in there, so I'm okay with it. So a lot to talk about. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the Axxess event first. Now, it was held at the Izod Center, which was different, and I've been told, from people who have been to other Axxess events, namely George from George's Cards and Collectibles, and we'll talk in a little bit about what he's got going on, because they've got some pretty good stuff going on this weekend as well. It's just a jam-packed weekend, but... Yeah. Usually they hold Axxess in some sort of a convention center where it's almost like a giant warehouse, so you're walking around, everything's on the same level. In this case, it's in the Izod Center. It's in an arena, so you've got stuff going on the arena floor, and then you have to go up the stairs into the concourse, and you go around the entire concourse, and there's different displays and autograph signings and things of that nature.
It's an interesting concept. I will say that. I thought it was fun, but for having never been to an Axxess before, I don't know what, but I think I was expecting more.
And I think the space limitations, like I know I was expecting, and I'd seen it in Axxess's past and things like that, I was expecting like a play-by-play booth, being able to do play-by-play with like a Michael Cole or a Jerry Lawler, or, heck, even to Josh Matthews. I'd be okay with that. Give me a little something, but there really wasn't that kind of interactivity. But there were some really cool things. They had a whole WrestleMania display, including like a timeline with certain bits of memorabilia, like Macho Man's outfit from WrestleMania 10, where he had the Falls Count Anywhere match against Crush, Mr. T's boxing glove from WrestleMania 2, the boxing match he against Roddy Piper, Shawn Michaels, his outfit from when he, from his last match against The Undertaker a couple of years ago. So those are just a few examples.
And that was a great way to put it. There wasn't a lot of interactive things going on.
No, probably the most interactive thing, and that was more for kids than it was for us, was the Fruity Pebbles foam pit ring.
Yeah, the Fruity Pebbles foam pit. A lot of John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Oh, yeah, there was the John Cena or C Nation trivia. There was the record your own Cena entrance theme, neither of which we participated in.
No. Mercifully.
One thing that was fun was getting a picture of climbing the ladder for the Money in the Bank briefcase.
That was cool. They had the life-size statue of Andre the Giant.
Yeah, a life-size bronze figurine of Andre the Giant, all 7'4" of it. I mean, just stand.
I gotta admit, my hand stood up a lot better than I expected. I wasn't embarrassed by the size of my hand compared to his. It wasn't like a catcher's mitt to a 2-year-old.
Yeah, see, I didn't even bother because I know I'd lose that battle, and I'm okay with it.
Oh, I lost the battle, but I was surprised how well
you put a good fight up.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what that says about me, but
just that you've got decently sized hands, apparently.
Wasn't going there, but okay.
It's a statement of fact. I don't know what you're implying there, Mike. And actually, if I do, I'm not going to implore any further. That's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, good call.
All right, Facebook feedback chiming in. We'll get into that in a second. Every day there were different stars that were at the event, both Thursday and Friday. Yesterday we got the chance to see folks like Tensai was there, 3MB. It's cool to thank Heath Slater for the interview from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
that was,
dude.
Yeah, he was real nice. I'm drawing a blank on that. There were a whole bunch. I mean, the legends as well as the...
Christian was there?
Yeah, Christian was there. You had
about 30 pounds lighter than the last time we saw him on television.
Yeah, dude's been either doing... Well, he had the shoulder injury, so he hasn't probably been able to do a whole lot of upper body lifting, so I'm sure he's, kicking on the cardio, and yeah, it seems like...
He's lean.
He has the leanness that I wish I had.
Yeah, right.
And... Meanwhile, Brodus Clay has the leanness that you wish you... No, yeah, shots fired,
yeah,
I know.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I mean, there were a number of... the Shield was up there, the Bella Twins, Mike
Rikishi.
True, but I think Rikishi will be there today, actually.
Oh, good. So I'll get that insult tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, or next week.
Yeah.
Actually, next week, programming note... Yeah, we're taking a road trip, and not just up to WrestleMania, but Pro Wrestling Weekly is going to be on the air, on the road next week from Senator Tommy Tomlinson's Children's Expo over at Council Rock South High School. We've been there before. It's been a couple of years since I've been there due to various scheduling conflicts, not of my choosing. But it'll be great to be back there. It's always interesting when you get a kid's perspective on things, as we found out last week with my buddy Alex in studio. An 8-year-old's opinion is certainly different from a grown-up's, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right. We're all jaded.
Yeah.
Miserable. Kids.
You were right about that, yeah.
Got a great perspective on everything.
Exactly. They look at the glass half full as opposed to some of us who look at the glass as half empty, and people like me who look at that and go, "You going to finish that?"
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. I don't even know where to go with that necessarily. Joseph chiming in on the Facebook play-by-play with Josh Matthews. You'd get more expert analysis from Art Donovan. How much does this guy weigh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure we can spend a whole show on the debacle that was the 1994 King of the Ring. With Art Donovan, or if you ask Gorilla Monsoon, Art O'Donnell. And that was just the beginning of the end for all of that nonsense. But yeah, lots of interaction, lots of there were legends there. I mean, Sika from the Wild Samoans was there, Terry Funk was there, Mil Mascaras, like a lot of names that weren't advertised, and to be honest, quite a bit of a surprise. So
Terry Funk had a monstrous line, by the way.
Yes,
the line to see him was absurd.
Yeah, that was definitely a huge line. And, I'm kind of curious to see who they're going to have today. I mean, they've only advertised a handful of names for this afternoon and then a bunch more for this evening, although a lot of the bigger names will be across the bridge there over at the Hall of Fame ceremony, which is also going on tonight. So there's all of that, the 6 inductees, and one of which, well, let's just say one of those inductees had a pretty notable moment in wrestling history, and you'll hear that coming up on the other side of the break with Today in Wrestling History. Only one timeout today, as we're going to be ending a little early due to Trenton Thunder baseball kicking off at 12:45. So we've got that. We've got predictions certain to go wrong. Some various news and notes, a lot of which are Mania related. There's now going to be a Mania pre and post show, which is something new, different, and interesting.
Yeah.
WWE announcing it in addition to the expanded 1-hour WrestleMania 29 pre-show that will feature Miz against Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title. There will also be a WrestleMania post-show that will air on the same platforms as the pre-show. The post-show will feature Twitter and tout comments from fans, as well as interviews and, quote, celebrations. Kind of interesting to see what's going on with that. And another tidbit from WrestleMania. It looks like you're going to be hearing Cult of Personality live. That's right. CM Punk has confirmed that the band Living Colour will perform his entrance theme, Cult of Personality, tomorrow at Mania. He made the official announcement via his Twitter page. So, yet another musical performance to go along with the matches scheduled on the card. Of course, also P. Diddy, Puffy, Diddy, Daddy, whatever he's going by this week. You can tell I don't keep up on this stuff. Sarshik, nothing to contribute on that one.
I believe it's Diddy now, right?
It is Diddy? Okay. Diddy. I know. He completely got rid of the P, the Puffy. It's just simply Diddy now. Okay.
I think so.
All right. Well, Diddy is going to be performing. I'll probably be in the concession stand at that point, to be honest.
I just don't get what he's going to perform. When was the last time he released any music?
I don't know. I guess Belle Biv DeVoe was busy. Oh, thank you for laughing at that. I figured that joke would have gone over your head since I think they were popular around the time you were born.
I got a little music knowledge. I'm up with not the chart topper knowledge like you, but
you've got tidbits from when you were a youngin'.
90s, I can get it. Yeah.
Okay, that's duly noted. All right, I mentioned earlier George's Cards and Collectibles. They got some heavy participation going on over at the Oxford Valley Mall over at that location. They have the Sports and Pop Culture Convention, which has a litany of different things, including WWE merchandise. So check that out between today and tomorrow if you can't make it up north to Mania. And even if you can, and have a little time either this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon or morning before making that trip up. Just before I signed on the air, Phillies catcher Eric Kratz was over at Oxford Valley Mall, not too far from here. Not too bad. And hockey fans, well, tomorrow's your treat. Flyers defenseman Braden Coburn will be at the mall tomorrow, April 7th in the early afternoon, so you still have time to head home and get ready for WrestleMania after meeting Braden Coburn. More information, go ahead and call George's Cards and Collectibles, 215-943-2475, or you can visit them online at georgescollectibles.com.
By the way, for what it's worth, Diddy will be performing the WrestleMania theme song Home.
Okay. That is good to know. So that'll be fairly early in the show, I guess, or...
Hopefully.
All right, good.
Actually, no. I'm hoping it's right around the $1.45 mark. Because that'll be perfect. That'll be enough time for a new beer, quick bathroom break, beer and a hot dog.
Glass of skim milk.
Back to the seat just in time.
As Piper used to say.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, a nice glass of milk.
Yes.
Of course, because it's for
milk
kids.
Is beer, and then skim milk is light beer.
Sure, we can go with that. Way to totally break the kayfabe. Good job, jerk.
I'm shattering fourth walls, baby. Let's go.
Breaking the walls down like Jericho. Good job. All right, another news. The report, at least partially out on Reid Flair's death, filed by the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department, lists drugs under the category of incapacity types. A cause of death still has to be determined by the medical examiner's office, but speculation kind of leading toward what a lot of people were figuring, considering Reid Flair's past. And it's a shame. I mean, obviously our thoughts go out to Ric Flair and the rest of his family, Ashley and David, all the ex-wives. I'm trying not to make light of this, I swear. It's in my nature to be snarky.
And by the way, just...
Speaking of snarky, is this where you're... Oh,
gosh. Get on my soapbox for a second.
Uh-oh.
TMZ, really? Do you really need to publish that 911 call?
I didn't even acknowledge it.
I mean, does it really need to be out there?
No. And, that's I'm right there with you on that. That's why, I mean... I think I acknowledged last week that it was a thing, or maybe... No, I think it was released this past week.
Right.
So I didn't have the chance to bring it up, but... I didn't even listen to it. I wasn't going to,
same thing.
It doesn't intrigue me. I don't think that it's really something that you as the listeners want to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the Ric Flair 911 call, I mean, him discovering his son, not breathing, no.
I'm good.
I think TMZ might have crossed the line just a little bit there.
Yeah.
There's my snarkiness coming in. Just me being a complete... Well, Anderson? We'll go with that.
Yeah, that'll work.
A 7-letter Anderson. That'll keep the censors at bay. That'll keep people off the dump button. And obviously, because of all this, I mean, getting back to some semblance of seriousness, Ric Flair officially canceling his WrestleMania weekend appearances in the wake of his son's death. He was scheduled to appear for a signing session at Axxess Thursday night, as well as a signing last night for Big Time Wrestling. WWE replacing Flair with The Undertaker. Hopefully he doesn't work his shoulder too much by doing double duty of signing for 2-hour stints.
Right.
And Big Time Wrestling, they canceled the event and issued refunds. Also, here's another, well, not really a programming note, but something of note from our good friend RC over at Completely Damaged, something that he's putting together. This Wednesday, April 10th. So that way I don't make Rikishi jokes at you. This is right up your alley, Samsel. Diamond Dallas Page. He'll be at Temple University's Ambler campus for a DDP yoga workshop.
Nice.
The whole YRG, yoga for regular guys. There are going to be 2 sessions, one from 12:30 to 1:30, another from 4 to 5 o'clock. Experience for yourself what got Jake the Snake Roberts back into shape and sober following his personal demons, and also what's helping Scott Hall. It's this Wednesday at the Red Barn Gym on the Ambler campus of Temple University. For more information, contact the Campus Student Life Office at 267-468-8425. All right, we'll get some other news and notes coming up on the other side. We'll also get to Ron, who's been hanging on, and also the WrestleMania predictions certain to go wrong. We'll break down the matches, all coming up on the other side. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.